audit, audit, audit. The company will undergo an external audit next month. The company will undergo an external audit next month. Calculate, calculate, calculate. He calculated the total cost of the project. He calculated the total cost of the project. Calculation, calculation, calculation. According to her calculations, the budget is sufficient. According to her calculations, the budget is sufficient. To conduct, to conduct, to conduct. The firm conducted an internal audit. The firm conducted an internal audit. A debt, a debt, a debt. He is struggling to pay off his debts. He is struggling to pay off his debts. Fet, fet, fet. The tax is deducted from your salary. The tax is deducted from your salary. Think, think, think. You must pay customs duty on imported goods. You must pay customs duty on imported goods. File, file, file. He filed his tax return before the deadline. He filed his tax return before the deadline. Fiscal, fiscal, fiscal. The government announced new fiscal measures. The government announced new fiscal measures. Fiscal policy, fiscal policy, fiscal policy. Fiscal policy can influence economic growth. Fiscal policy can influence economic growth. Fiscal year, fiscal year, fiscal year. The company's fiscal year ends in December. The company's fiscal year ends in December. Income tax, income tax, income tax. Everyone must pay income tax according to the law. Everyone must pay income tax according to the law. Impose, impose, impose. The government imposed new taxes on luxury goods. The government imposed new taxes on luxury goods. Liability, liability, liability. The company has a liability to pay its debts. The company has a liability to pay its debts. Offshore account, offshore account, offshore account. He kept his money in an offshore account. He kept his money in an offshore account. Oh, oh, oh. She owes me $50. She owes me $50. Penalize, penalize, penalize. Companies that break the law will be penalized. Companies that break the law will be penalized. Penalty, penalty, penalty. He paid a penalty for late payment. He paid a penalty for late payment. Perform an audit, perform an audit, perform an audit. The auditors performed an audit on the company's accounts. The auditors performed an audit on the company's accounts. Sales tax, sales tax, sales tax. Sales tax is added to the price at checkout. Sales tax is added to the price at checkout. Subsidize, subsidize, subsidize. The government subsidizes renewable energy projects. The government subsidizes renewable energy projects. Subsidize, subsidize, subsidize. Students can buy subsidized meals at the cafeteria. Students can buy subsidized meals at the cafeteria. Subsidy, subsidy, subsidy. Farmers receive subsidies from the government. Farmers receive subsidies from the government. Tariff, tariff, tariff. The country imposed tariffs on imported steel. The country imposed tariffs on imported steel. Fet, fet, fet. The government collects taxes to fund public services. The government collects taxes to fund public services. Tax avoidance, tax avoidance, tax avoidance. Tax avoidance strategies are used by many corporations. Tax avoidance strategies are used by many corporations. Tax deduction, tax deduction, tax deduction. You can claim a tax deduction for charitable donations. You can claim a tax deduction for charitable donations. Tax evasion, tax evasion, tax evasion. He was arrested for tax evasion. He was arrested for tax evasion. Tax refund, tax refund, tax refund. She received a tax refund after filing her return. She received a tax refund after filing her return. Tax return, tax return, tax return. You must file a tax return every year. You must file a tax return every year. To impose taxes. To impose taxes. To impose taxes. The government imposed taxes on cigarettes. The government imposed taxes on cigarettes. To be in debt. To be in debt. To be in debt. I am in debt to the bank for my mortgage. I am in debt to the bank for my mortgage. Withhold. 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 The employer withheld taxes from his salary. The employer withheld taxes from his salary. Withholding tax. Withholding tax. Withholding tax. Withholding tax is deducted directly from income. Withholding tax is deducted directly from income.